Not gonna let some nonsense horse shit bring me down. The same can't be said about Karl Hamburger, though.
Fucking
God,
loser and
stupid fucking bitch. God, was Karl... I mean, this is... I've been kind of... I've been wrapped. I haven't been able to watch a lot this past week, but I did get somebody sent me a clip of Karl. I guess being mad, being angry, being upset, sad over yours truly here today of some words that I might have said about Jenny Jangles. His, I mean, some call her his wife. I'd like to think of Jenny Jangles as Karl's caretaker, possibly grandmother figure in his life, elderly statesman, if you will, or stateswoman, actually, for Jenny Jangles. But Karl, I mean, was really, really bothered by the words I chose to use last Saturday, live from Vegas. You can check that episode now at WIN-BY-2 Radio on YouTube, if you haven't yet already. Please do so after this episode, of course. So Karl saw what I had to say about him, and basically I was just giving him flowers. I was like, look, dude, hell yeah, man. If you're fucking Jenny, or I'm sorry, well, who knows if you're doing it. You're probably not doing that. I don't know. I'm purely speculating. But the way he got angry leads me to believe that there's some validity to what everyone was saying. Congratulations for upgrading. That was basically my sentiment of the little Karl spiel I gave last Saturday. And boy, was he what we call in the biz triggered. He couldn't help himself, man. He was angry. And I loved every second of it. I loved every single... And Kaylee was mad, too. She was right by his side, cheerleading him on. I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. Like, really, you guys are fucking actually just loony. Because I hear him. He's just making up lies. Karl, just making things up. Cool. Look, I'm not here to stop you. Make up what you got to make up. Say the things you got to say. That's fine. I mean, who am I? You and I both know what the reality of the situation is, so keep telling yourself whatever it is you want to tell yourself to make you feel better, Karl. To me, and I hope it does. You are effectively done in this business. I take back every nice thing I've ever said about you. I can't believe I ever said a nice thing about you. It actually makes me physically ill now that I'm thinking about saying nice things about Karl. What was I thinking? What the fuck was I thinking? Oh, Karl, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't seem like a bad dude. His show stinks, however, but as far as you see, Karl is just like them all. And I'll show you that here today. So without further ado, Karl Hamburger. All right, guys, we're going to do a 4-hour show today. We have some bumpers and hey, cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. This was Misery Loves Clips. Karl from WATP in caps slams WIN-BY-2 Radio for Disorganized Dabbleverse meetup in Vegas. Fuck! A title with my name in it. This ought to be good. All right, let's watch. This is Karl and his bandit of cronies, cast of cronies. Collection of nerds. Karl and his collection of nerds.
Talk about Pulperfest real quick. So what happened was
So you got Adam Bush on the screen. You got producer Chris. You got Adams Bush over here. He's going a little 5 o'clock shadow himself, trying to seem tough. And this guy, the Adam Bush experiment, I mean, it ended a long, long time ago. His over-analysis on everything in the Dabbleverse. It's like, give me a fucking break, dude. I mean, for real. Give me a fucking break. The Dabbleverse doesn't need to be overanalyzed. It's a bunch of tards being tards. Oh, we see the hypothesis of my synonyms and my local aesthetics is that, he's my conclusions of the laboratory. Beat it, man. Beat it. There's no need for big words here. We use the terms gay, retard, and loser quite often. There's no need for this over-complicated Bill Nye the Science Guy approach to the Dabbleverse. It's people with, slobber coming out of their mouth and begging For money, man. You got Lucy tight tits over here, and boy, are those things looking tight. The damn microphone's hiding her line in her chest. God, oh, she's braided her hair. Aw. It's pretty cool. You do that yourself? Again, even though I might have said nice words about Karl leading up to this PulperCon, not to say I'm taking anything back. It's my only regret, but always remain firm that your show was trash. Hot trash. Let's watch.
Who was dying earlier in the year, all of a sudden had his health come back, and he wanted to celebrate with the people who were getting him through some tough times.
He was dying earlier in the year, then he wasn't dying, but then he is dying again. Is anyone following this? I feel like I've been got. I feel like I've been got.
When he was dealing with health problems, and so he's putting together this Pulperfest, and he wanted myself and Rocco and Patrick Melton and Dr.
Now, again, you're going to hear a lot of these people are like, Patrick Melton, he wanted Patrick Melton. Pulper wanted Pulper never wanted Patrick Melton. At least that's what he told me. I mean, I don't know what he's telling other people. But Melton was never invited. I never formally invited Melton. Now, look, I understand I can't prevent Melton from showing up. I mean, he lives in Vegas after all. Probably like a 15-minute drive from his deedless house to the casino. But you know what I mean? I'm not like formally inviting him. But Melton took initiative to take these people out there. Which, look, fine on him. I don't give a shit. And a lot of what they're going to try to get me on here, quote unquote, get me on is, oh, he was not invited to the dinner. Oh, no! Fuck! You mean to tell I wasn't invited to your dinner? God, my life sucks. Where's the noose? Where's the rope? I mean, do you hear yourselves? See, it seems to me like you want to, it's almost like what you're saying, it's almost like a form of projection. Because what you're saying about me is, it's kind of like, it seems to me like you kind of wanted me to like be cool and chill the entire time. And then when I went on my show and said, hey, congratulations for upgrading women from, your older wife. I mean, what else is she? That's an accurate description of Jenny Jingles. An older woman. Is it not? Oh, he said mean things. This is wild.
Steve and Pat Dixon and Boyd from WIN-BY-2 and a whole bunch of other...
It's Mr. Blade now to you. Mr. Blade.
Podcasters in the Dabbleverse to get together and celebrate with him out in Las Vegas. And that was supposed to happen in October, although the date came and gone and no one was notified about it.
I think the phrase is came and went, not came and gone. Like, Karl's not even a good nerd. You know what I mean? The date came and gone. Well, it's not the phrase. It's came and went.
Yes.
But okay.
That was supposed to happen in October, although the date came and gone and no one was notified about it.
He's like reading off a sheet, and he like actually wrote that down. I'm going to say the date came and gone.
And no one was really showed up to Pulperfest, unfortunately. So, John DiCaprio from WIN-BY-2, the guy who goes by Blade, he was given $2,500 by Pulper to put on some event. And this was before the October thing that came and went and nobody knew about it. So,
you've said that.
Patrick Melton started giving him shit for taking this guy's money and not doing it.
Well, Patrick really didn't give me shit. I mean, let's be real. His Pulper's, wife, I guess, called in the Melton and disclosed what was happening, I guess. So again, you're trying to frame it in the sense that Melton was the guy breathing down my neck. No. Stop it. I know you guys hold Melton because he's your boss. He writes your checks. And I know you got to hold him to a high regard. But let's be real. Come on.
Anything with it. Because he never reached out to anyone. So I guess Blade decided to try to save face by going, well, I'll just organize a second event and use the money for that. So he organized a second event in December and invited myself and Rocco and Pat Dixon and a few other people to hang out in Vegas. Well, he's the one organizing everything and putting this together. And he says, we're all staying at Caesar's Palace and these are the dates and blah, blah, blah. So I get my plane tickets, I get my hotel room, and I'm ready to go hang out with the crew out in Vegas. Unfortunately, Pulper's health takes a turn for the worse, and he's not able to make it there. but we're in a thread on Twitter, and he says, you guys should definitely do this thing. So what I wanted you guys to do, get together, hang out, have fun. It's on me. Have a blast. So we're all in there going, all right, so what are we doing then? And John at WIN-BY-2 is the one who's organizing everything. So we're asking him, well, do we have any events going on? Are we going to podcast together? Are we getting together? What's happening? And he just says, we'll play it by ear. Because I even told him the day, I'm like, hey, I'm getting in at this time. And what's going on? And he goes, I'm getting in later than that. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. And he even puts in the thread, here's my cell phone number if you want to reach out to me. There was only one person who actually texted him with his cell phone number and reached out to him. That's me.
Well, in fairness, there was only either you or Karl, or I'm sorry, you or Pat. I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. Because again, at the time, my idea, the second go around, whatever, say what you want about it wasn't even supposed to be like a big fucking thing. Or at least that's how Pulper made it out to be. It was supposed to be a hangout. And I told everyone initially, hey, look, we'll try to, this is when I thought Pulper was still coming. Hey, maybe one night we'll get a suite and we'll all try to do like a live show. All of us meaning me, you, Karl, that is, Rocco, and Pat Dixon. We'll try to do that live from a suite. Pulper could be there, obviously. I think Soft Weekly was going to be there. He backed out. Rocco backed out. Pulper backed out. Whatever. He was sick in a hospital, posting Rumble videos. Well, who knows? This was like a week or two prior to the actual dates. So instead of canceling, it's like, all right, whatever, we'll still go, and we'll just play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. I mean, look, you guys do your, do a show. Do a show from your rooms. So my plan was. And look, it's just like bare bones as bare bones get. I mean, basically everyone backed out at the last second. So there's not really, you know what I mean? And then they come to find out you guys have already had plans with Melton the entire time, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. Again, you guys acting like I'm upset or I'm angry or I'm mad or I'm fuming over not being invited to a dinner or going to Melton's, deedless home. Are you okay? Is that really what you have to tell yourselves? And then you're going to listen to what he tries to do here is fucking insane. Listen to this.
So I said, hey, John, we're going to get together and play poker because Pat Dixon, Patrick Melton, and I went to the poker room at Caesars on Friday.
Right. I'm not a big poker player. I'm not a big poker player at all. I like blackjack, baccarat, bubble craps, slots. I'm not a big poker player. That's what these guys do. They didn't want to go sit. Because that was Karl's initial when he first texted me. He's leaving this out, by the way. Hey, man, I'll be at the poker room at like 4 o'clock. Maybe we can meet up, play some blackjack, grab a drink. Like, all right, cool. I like blackjack. But no, they insisted on playing poker. I'm not willing to, again, I work hard for my money. And I know, poker gave me money, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not willing, even if somebody gave me money, I don't want to just, if I'm not a poker player, I'm not willing to gamble money on poker. You see what I'm saying? I know how to play Hold'em, but I'm not good enough where I'm willing to like gamble. All right? Let's keep listening.
And we're sitting down to play poker, and I told him what time we're going to be there, and he goes, cool, I'll meet you down there. So I go down to the poker room, and he's over there playing bubble craps right next to the poker room, and we start chatting, and Patrick Melton shows up, and we're chatting about stuff, and just kind of hanging out, talking about our shows. John said a lot of really shitty things about me and my wife, but...
I said a lot of shitty things. I mean, these guys, really. So what, you want to cry victim, dude? I said, really. I said a lot of shitty things about Karl and his wife. I mean, do you hear this guy? This guy's whole fucking job is to make fun of, critique, break down, and, let's be real, be shitty to people online. But when it's done back to him, John really said a lot of shitty and nasty things about me and my wife, and I won't let that stand. Oh, boo fucking who? Boo fucking who? Holy shit, man. And the pure definition of somebody who could dish it and not take it whatsoever. I don't even know, man. It just blows my mind. It really does blow my mind to hear this from somebody. He said a lot of shitty things. People say shitty things about me all the time. you meet up in person, you just try to leave that shit online. And if you really can't see past that, then why did you even accept? You knew I was going to be there. Why did you know what I mean? I don't want to hear this. Oh, he said shitty things about me and my wife. Cry me a fucking river. I should have said more heinous shit about you and your wife. Now that I'm listening to this clip, I should have been more aggressive toward you. Really? Nobody says anything. Adam Bush is like chewing on his hands. Producer Chris is staring at himself in the monitor, hoping that his last bit of black on his mustache doesn't turn gray. And Lucy's just happy to be there with her boyfriend, Karl. Nobody says nothing.
Whatever. I put myself out there. I know that's what happened, so I'm not upset about it.
But you are. Because obviously you're saying that here. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
Don't say anything about it.
You just did. You just did.
A lot of shit about Patrick Melton. He didn't invite him to this thing, even though Pulper wanted him there.
He didn't want Melton there. I mean, unless you have a text that says otherwise. Everything that I talked to Pulper every single time was like, listen, I don't want Melton there. He's caused a lot of shit, starts a lot of shit. He got, involved in this whole thing with me and my wife, and me and her now. He didn't want Melton there. So I don't know where you're getting this info from, but it's just simply false.
And Patrick Melton lives in Vegas, but whatever. Patrick Melton didn't say anything. We invited him to play poker with us. Pat Dixon eventually shows up. So we're all playing poker, and John just like, I don't play poker. He's all sheepishly like, oh, how much is it? Oh yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, well, this is what we're doing. So if you want to do that, next day I go over to Patrick's house to record Who Are These Podcasts.
So that was Friday. Saturday happens. They go to do WATP at Melton's house. So Karl goes, I'm listening, I go to Melton's house to record a live WATP at Melton's house. And I must have been watching the show because as soon as we got done, he shoots me a text and say, hey, do you guys want to all come up to my room and do a show? Does that sound like something I would say? I had to go back to my text message. I'm like, maybe I did say that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got totally wasted. I was riding the gambling high. And maybe I just, I accidentally invited them all up to my room to do a show. Which, by the way, right, you guys are like looking for a plan. I'm like, here's the plan. And you're like, well, he's inviting me to his room to do a show. Which is it? Am I not planning? Am I planning? Like, what am I doing? You can't even get your own life straight. You fucking nerd. Stop it. You know you're being completely dishonest here. Because that's not what happened. And I'll read the text. And you tell me, I don't know. Maybe I came off as inviting you to my room to do a show. Maybe that's how I'll read it to you guys. I don't usually like disclosing text messages, but if you want to go into it, Karl, we will. Listen to this again. This is wild to me. Because again, I'm like, it's almost like he's gaslighting me. I hate to even use a word, but it's exactly what's happening here.
As soon as we get done, I get a text from him. Hey, you guys want to come over and stream from my room?
Okay. As soon as we get done, I get a text from him. Hey, do you guys want to come over and stream from my room? Right, because that's exactly what I said, right? Like, you can't even lie good. You're not even a good liar. You're licking your lips through this process. That's your tell. You're lip licking.
As we get done, I get a text from him. Hey, you guys want to come over and stream from my room? 30 on a Saturday. And
wait, what did you say? 9:40 on a Saturday?
It's 5:30 on a Saturday.
5:30 on a Saturday. Oh my God, it's so late. I'm in my PJs drinking a nice glass of warm milk at 5:30 on a Saturday. I mean, you hear this guy?
And I write him back and I go, well, we're actually all going to dinner because Patrick Melton got us dinner reservations.
Oh, big time. Oh, fuck. Look at the smirkiness, he says. He says, Patrick Melton got his dinner reservation. Look at this. Look at this attitude he's got going on here.
I write him back and I go, well, we're actually all going to dinner because Patrick Melton got us dinner reservations.
So what he's going to try to set up now is I was in my room by myself doing a show, which I was, but he's making out the scene that I was, oh, I'm so mad. I invited the guys to do a show and no one's doing a show with me. That's what he wants you to believe. That was what was happening, right? And it's all in the pretext that this is what happened. Like, I texted him to do a show. He denied because, Patrick Melton got his dinner reservation. Cool. I mean, bravo, dude. You got to go to dinner with Patrick Melton. You're fucking cool, man. You're fucking cool. What a cool guy. This guy's rad. When I grow up, I want to be just like Karl. Kidding, I don't. I'd rather stick a gun in my mouth. Anyway, let's keep listening to this.
We went up to High Steaks at the Rio, a brand new steakhouse.
So now he's bragging. Listen to him brag here. We went to High Stakes Rio. It was a beautiful steakhouse. I saw the whole Las Vegas Strip. Word, dude. I mean, awesome. Good for you. Awesome.
And because John...
Damn it.
John's never been friendly to Patrick. Patrick didn't invite him because Patrick actually paid for all of us to go get dinner, which was very sweet.
Man.
And we had a lovely time.
Maybe next time.
So anyway, I wrote back to him. I said, well, we're all getting dinner. So, and he gave us no heads up. There was never, we asked multiple times, what's the plan? What are we
You asked once.
doing? When do you want to do stuff? Then he decides right before he's going to go stream on Saturday evening when everyone's getting dinner, hey, we're going to go stream now. So I'm just like, well, we're actually...
Okay, that's not what happened. Let me read the text because, again, I mean, you're completely off here. I got to find Karl here, and I will be giving out his number after the show. So, because, again, you're just completely dishonest. Okay, so this was the text. Now, again, you tell me. Seriously, I really want to know. Maybe I came off as asking these guys to do a show from my room on a Saturday at 5:30. Okay. Anyway, this was the text. Yo, man, I'm doing a show in like a half hour. You guys gonna be at the poker room when you rap? That's it. That's all I sent to him. Again, I'll read it slow for everyone to listen to. This is me to Karl at 5:24 p.m. Pacific time. Yo, man, I'm doing a show in like a half hour. You guys gonna be at the poker room when you rap? Okay. To which Karl says, you're actually going out to dinner. We plan on being back at the poker room later. I'll give you a heads up. The last text I've ever received from Karl. Okay. So, again, this is Karl. Karl's in the gray. Again, I'm an Android. I'm a skeevy Android user. So he's in the gray. I'm in the teal. This text was, are you watching the fight, the Jake Paul fight? Karl says, not really who you got. So Karl was not, at this point, you have to take away 3 hours because this is just updating because I'm on the East, but this was actually, I think, 8:04 Pacific time. Karl was, this was, I believe, Friday night as well. Karl was doing something probably with Lucy Tightbox. Again, he left for hours on end. Him and Lucy just gone. But anyway, not really who you got. I said I had Paul, LOL. You didn't miss much. I took Jake Paul on the fight because, again, the odds were just too good not to take. It was 7-1 odds, basically. So you put fucking $20 up, you win 300. And then, okay, so this is Saturday night. I go, there it is. Yo, man, I'm doing a show in like a half hour. You guys gonna be at the poker room when you rap. And this was Karl's text. We are actually going out to dinner. We plan on being back to the poker room later. I'll give you a heads up. Now, again, I don't, you know what I mean? I understood, when Melton got involved, I understood basically, like, listen, you guys are all friends, right? I understood. Look, I'm not, I understood what was happening. You guys had plans. That's fine. I'm in Vegas. I don't need, contrary to popular belief, I don't need Patrick Melton, Karl, or Pat Dixon to do stuff in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's not like they're the only people. Like, I'm not even, I was willing to, I'll say this. I was willing to kind of leave my show at the door, leave what I said about you at the door, whatever. This is for a bigger thing. If you can't get past that because of some mean words I said, then that's on you, dude. That's on you. But you not inviting me and you thinking that's a diss, I don't give a fuck. Do you think I had a miserable time in I lived it up in Vegas. I don't need a Patrick Melton. My point is, I don't need a Patrick or a Pat Dixon or Melton or Dixon, Pat Squared. I don't need a Pat Squared or a Karl to have fun in Las Vegas. I mean, do you hear yourself? You sound insane. Okay? Try to, really make it out to seem that I was if you just listen to Karl, you think I was, by the end of this trip, cutting my wrist and jumping out of the plane without a parachute. Seriously. I was so depressed. Well, actually, in fairness, it was the first I was finding out about the dinner that you guys planned behind my back.
Certainly was not invited. Lucy was invited. Lucy was there with us.
Yeah, it was great. And I would like to point out that Melton planned more things than John did.
Correct. We got together with everyone multiple times.
Yes, Melton was wonderful.
Throughout the weekend to do things. And John...
Lucy, I didn't even know you were there until, Friday night.
For whatever reason...
Again, you guys got to get off your fucking high horse. Really.
Didn't organize anything. Was very cordial to me when we spoke. And
what do you think I'm going to do? Choke you out? Call you a nerd? Put you in a headlock? Throw water on your face? What do you... when you're out in public, it is what it is, man. We do shows. What do you think I'm going to do? John was very cordial to me. What do you think I'm going to do? Shoot you?
And we were hanging out and then goes on a show and starts talking mad shit about me and my wife.
Uh-oh.
It's fucking wild. It's like, whoa, is this the guy I was just hanging out with yesterday and invited to play poker with us? And now he's fucking tough guy behind a microphone. Like, fuck those guys. I don't need that shit. I don't care about that.
Was I saying this? I don't know. Maybe I was. I was a little buzzed. Yeah, maybe I was letting it fly. I don't know. Let's listen.
And he even fucking insults Pulper, who gave him all this money to do this thing.
And again, I don't need to explain myself, but just put two and two together. Just put two and two together. You guys are gonna get caught up on this. Whatever. I get it. I get it. Sure, use it. Fine. Go ahead. See, that's the bigger story at hand. And again, I said that on that Saturday show. I think I wasn't even going to shed any light on that. It's Karl's business. Whatever. And even so much, I was giving him praise. Good job, man. Finally, you upgraded from the jingles. She's an old woman. Oh, he said mean things about... I'm stating facts. She's old, isn't she? So I was giving you praise for upgrading to the butter-eating bitch, Lucy Tight Tits, right? I was giving you kudos. And again, you're like, how dare he? So the way I interpret this whole thing, man, is you were looking for something to really do what you did here. You were looking for just anything. And I gave you that. I'm not saying this just was pulled out of thin air. I gave you some of it. Sure. But a lot of it's disingenuous. And you know it.
He seems like a lonely guy who doesn't have friends, went out there by himself, and couldn't make a single friend, even though we were all being very hey, you want to hang with us and do shit? So
no, see, one side of your mouth, see, this is the fucking disingenuousness that's happening here. No, that's not true. Sure, did you invite me to play poker? Yeah. But again, that's only because I was there. But even you said, Patrick Melton didn't invite you.
But because he wants to be a part of things... And
he's trying to be a part. Listen to this.
Wants to feel like he's in the know. He made up a fucking crazy rumor about Lucy. Did you even see John at any point?
I never.
Now this is insane. I made a crazy rumor up about Lucy. Now, this has to be a bombshell, right? I don't really recall the rumor I made up about Lucy, other than her and Karl were together. And I didn't make that up. That was told to me by Patrick, your boy, who took you out to dinner. And I wasn't the first to break it either. Your boy Tukey broke it on his show earlier that morning on Saturday. Kevin then and Stevie Lou were going around saying it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, the rumors are, And I don't even think I even said that. I said, that's what the rumors are circulating around, that Karl is with Lucy. But I'm pretty sure I said this on my show, that I haven't seen them with my own two eyes. So I can't say for certain, but it seems like, based on the things that I've been told, that yes, Karl is there with Lucy. People who don't like me have this reason now to not like me even more. I get it. I can't convince the people who don't like me to like me, nor am I here to do that. My audience knows, my audience knows what I'm about and this whole thing. And I can't keep dwelling on something. And there's several other people. I saw thumbnails of Pat Dixon and Mersh and Tukey. It's just, they're all saying the same things. And look, maybe in due time, I'll put together a website or a thread of every text message and every detail laid out. I'm not willing to do that at this time. Either take my word or don't. I mean, I can't sit here and keep dwelling and trying to convince people every day of what happened. Should I have been more assertive in the beginning? Yes. Did I fall short? 1,000%. Did I try to make it up? Yes. Did you guys try to twist it and act as if I was some sort of fucking, outlaw, loser freak who was just, had a tin can in front of Caesar's Palace begging for cigarettes the entire time? Yes. Are you disingenuous liars? 1,000%. Do I have any regrets from this whole situation? Yes. Saying any nice things about Karl after watching that clip. But again, I don't, going into 2026, this whole thing is just, a minor bump in the road for me. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and, people are going to like it, people are not going to like it. It is what it is, man. Again, I can't force people to like what it is I'm doing. You like it, you don't like it, you think I'm a scumbag, you don't think I'm a scumbag, fine. You're entitled to your opinion. If you think I fleeced someone down and shook him out for all their money, and you think I don't deserve to, breathe the same air as everyone else, okay, fine. I can't argue with you. I'll show you, some lies and misleadings and mistruths, rather. But, after that, it's, you're entitled to your opinion. And you want to call me this, you want to call me that. It is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is at this point. And I was saying that on that last show in Vegas. It is what it is. I can't cry over spilled milk. And, I wish Pulper nothing but the best. Do I think there were some nefarious things happening behind the scenes? Possibly. But again, if I'm taking it at face value and he is in the condition that he says he's in, then it's unfortunate. And I do wish him nothing but the best. And this whole thing was a learning experience, if not for nothing else. Again, everything in life is a learning experience. And you learn. You learn from your mistakes. And people aren't perfect. And again, everyone who's trying to grandstand and white knight for this, you get thousands of dollars thrown at your way, and you then return that money, and then and only then will I be like, okay, well, that's an upstanding guy. I'd say 99.8% of people in this Dabbleverse would have done the same thing. That is facts. So before you go off and act like you're on some more, like I see Chad like posturing up and, dude, we're not going to let you forget about this, John from WIN-BY-2. Oh no, do I got Chad, the credit card thief, breathing down my neck? I guess I'm going to fucking lose sleep for the rest of my life. Chad, who's got a rap sheet longer than the fucking state of California, is telling me I should be more of an upstanding guy. It's like, okay, I guess. It's like, didn't you rob people for credit cards blatantly? Didn't you maliciously go into locker rooms to seek out people's credit cards and steal them? Oh, but I'm the piece of shit. Got it. Just making sure we're on the same page here. Again, I never asked for any of this. I never wanted to do any of this. I never sought anyone out to do any of this. It was only when it was brought to me is when I accept it. Dumbfully accept it. I probably should have just declined it. But again, you know, emotions running high. Thousands being sent to me. And I came up short. I made a mistake. And I'll learn from that from the next time. And if you want an event thrown and you want an event planned, you probably shouldn't ask me to be the logistics coordinator. Now, if you want a good-looking show and everything else, and you have an event and a venue planned and a venue picked out and things already happening, and you need me to just show up with shit, that's what I'm good for. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? So, I hope that answers everyone's questions. I hope, I mean, I don't know what I hope, honestly, at the end of the day. Because again, I can't keep living on this hamster wheel. I just refuse to do it. So if you're unhappy with that, then go fuck yourself. I could really give two shits at this point. And again, I wish Pulper nothing but the best. And I hope he, lives another 70 years. And I hope Karl trips and falls into a spike. I'm kidding, Karl. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, however. When I call your wife old and decrepit and saggy, does that hurt your feelings? Fucking faggot, dude. Seriously, Mersh was right.